Hello and welcome to the next Monday exercise video on the classical mechanics. Today we will solve an exercise in momentum. My name is Carriages and today, like every Monday, I post a video exercise about a subject in physics that I have already learned in my journey to physics and also have already posted a video on it in the Thursday theory videos. If you are new to my channel and want to follow me in my journey into physics, whether you are a student, professor or just a physics enthusiast, consider subscribing. You can watch the previous episodes on classical mechanics theory or exercises in the links below in the description. As I already mentioned, today's exercise is about momentum. I was thinking on doing an exercise in momentum, but in the theory episode about momentum, yesterday I saw a comment by one of you, a subscriber and supporter of the channel, that asks for help with an exercise. I honestly am really happy for two reasons. It is the first time in my journey into physics that someone needs and asks for my help with the physics matter, and that means that you trust and believe in me and that I can help. And the second reason is more like a selfish one, is that I can actually help you, which means that I am also learning. I really want to thank you all for your support, your kind words and even your assistance. It is all deeply appreciated. Before we go to the solution, you can watch the theory behind this exercise in the introduction to momentum video. This is the part 7 of the classical mechanics series, and the links are below in the description or in the YouTube card above. It will be helpful for the exercise. Enough talking, let's move to the exercise. The user where me with asks, a train has two carriages which become separated. Mass 1, the first carriage, is 32,038 kilograms, and mass 2, the second carriage, is 13,296 kilograms, and when they were together they had an initial velocity of 2.78 meters per second. M2 and M1 get separated, and the second carriage has a final velocity of 0.54 meters per second. He asks how would I work out the final velocity of carriage 1. So, bear me with, I really hope that you will find this helpful. Now, let's pass to the exercise. The first step is to understand why the law of conservation of momentum works. And as you can see on the whiteboard, during the whole motion of the train, the only forces that are applied on the train are its weight, combined or in separate forms in the separate carriages, and also the reaction from the ground. And since we do not have any movement on the vertical axis, the total net force is 0. Which means that the rate of change of momentum in relation to time is also 0. And this is from the Newton's second law of motion in its general form. So, that means that the momentum of the system remains the same before and after the separation. And the next step is to use the law of conservation of momentum to find the velocity of the carriage number 1. We start by that we have already discussed that the momentum of the system before is going to be the same as after the separation of the carriages. So, the momentum before equals to the momentum after the separation of the carriages. So, at first, the two bodies were moving together with a velocity, the initial. So, m1 plus m2, which is the total mass of the train, by the initial velocity. And this equals to the sum of the momentums of each carriage separated. m1 multiplied by the v1 final plus the mass of the second carriage multiplied by the velocity final of the second carriage. So now we will move everything that we know in the one part of the equation, and we have everything about this and also about this. So and now you only have to do is to divide by the mass, and you finally have the velocity of the carriage number 1. And the final velocity of carriage number 1 is the following. So, with me wait, I wish that I helped you. Please comment on this episode to let me know if you understood and found this exercise helpful or not. Of course, if you all found this exercise helpful and like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. Also give a thumbs up on this video and share this video. I would love to see your comments on this video to let me know whether you learned something like I did and whether you found this video helpful or not. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and also Google Plus for more content every week. Thank you for watching and see you in another episode of A Journey into Physics.